Part 2. We'll break these lives down. So I hope everybody keeping up. I'm doing it back to back. This thing is 2 hours long. I will make sure my back-to-backs and my lives is shorter. Because the longer I make them, the less views I get. So we're going to try something different. Just hold brief with Neptune the Goon. We back on the Goofies. Now, check this out. You got jefe, right? On the No Chumpers podcast. Like I said in the last video, he's only there because of Muncie. Second, he's only there because he got into it with Deuce M's. Deuce M's got his own podcast, Down Moves Keyways, Active Chucks, whatever you want to call it. The dude that still wear the Corona mask and ain't no Corona going on. But they said his grill is busted up like he had a couple fades with Mike Tyson. We don't get on gang like that. Blood is ugly. We ain't going to talk about that right now. So, since jefe got into it with Deuce M's, who Deuce M's is steady mission every day to talk about Whack 100, break him down to be a snitch, blah, blah, blah. I don't have time to read paperwork and all that. I ain't that type of brother, let alone be undercover. So look, we getting back on jefe and how he found a way since 4 Extra in jail. Adam 22 got to make a way. Who's going to bid in on it? Whack 100. Because why is somebody speaking on Whack 100 side and on his behalf? Who's the other one on his side? 600. Now, you want to say Whack 100. Who's his crew? Loose Cannon, 600. And now, jefe, the new guy. You know, the new guy at school, you're like, hey, this my boy. And we be like, wait, ain't you? For sure that. So we're going to run this content because that's what it's all about. But I'm chopping up these lives like a Benihana, souffle, whatever. We getting it on. Say less moments. Rock with me. We're going to rock out. But we do not condone this federal activity. Well, watch where they go with it and see where all the Glaze. Check them out.
That don't make him.
Oh, 6ix9ine was ordering.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But you said it was. Remember we talked the other day about the bag.
Yeah.
But that don't make you.
No, and that's how I was just looking at it. I figured that he was just like, you know, like a little kid that was rapping and, you know, probably fell into their lap and he was just a bag. But, you know, he wasn't a gangster. He was just a money.
They was letting him like go to this.
Even when he would get in beef with these different rappers, they would try to pull him into question. Then he's like, oh, nah, this was finna happen now. Chief Keef tried to press him.
Yeah, I heard about all that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so he, okay.
Yeah, so he
was
kind of like, he kind of like, say you got a dude that he came in, he done moved into your neighborhood, right? He moved into this little nigga about 19. He got a bag, family rich, right? He get 4 or 5 of your homies there around him, and he just sending them. He ain't been put on, he ain't put in no work, he ain't did nothing. And he just sending them because he's feeding them. I'm not gonna give you that. For me to give you that status, because you got a bag, that means that belittles and takes away from all the shit we went through to get that status that we realize when we get grown. Yes, but it ain't really that.
But that's what's going on right now. That's how the streets is right now. Like I recognized it for the first time when I had got out in 2021. Right, I'm still in a halfway house. Right, one of my homies, 2 of my homies had died. You feel me? One of them, both of them had died. So one of them, you know what I'm saying, you know, he was a good dude. You feel me? He get money. You know what I'm saying? Get money dude like player. The other one, you feel me? Like he was more like a thug. You feel me? Like in the streets, you do his thing. I went to his funeral. It wasn't that many homies there. It wasn't really nobody there. Like I'm looking, I'm like, damn.
You talking about the player?
No, the one that was like with the bullshit, the active one. Right. But the homie who had the bag, man, that shit was like a fashion show at his funeral. Like, man, they brought out the horse and carriage, all type of shit.
Everything changed. I remember growing up as a kid, right?
Yeah.
You had dudes that was known for bodies, but the ones that had all the clout was the squabblers. Right? Then it went to, he had to fight who's the one that'll down your ass the fastest, right? Then it went to who had the most females, then the money, and then now it's kind of like It's all over the place, depending on what section.
Right.
I got more skulls than you got squabbles in the hood.
That's crazy.
That was cold.
But you know what? Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this because you've been to the feds. This is one thing I do have a problem with. We know people get on social media and cap.
For sure.
Make up shit. They become whoever they want to be.
For sure.
It's kind of like they're saying everything on social media is authentic. And we go.
Whack 100, the perfect man to speak on it. Everything that they push on No Jumpers, social media, website, YouTube is an agenda, and they know by the masses they can push an agenda. They can make a gangster overnight. Who was Loose Cannon before Whack 001? Who was he? What did he do? We heard his scamming, trying to be, who was it? Mustard. Yes, allegedly. He tried to be Mustard and sold a beat to a nigga like he was Mustard. And Mustard didn't sell. Like his whole headline, that's a lot of work. You got me stuttering because I don't know how to do that fraud shit. That's too much. I ain't skimming and scamming niggas. You don't live long. Skimming and scamming, banging on people, trying to be all extra Debo. Bro, you finna expire like a old tire. Like somebody is finna pop you. And it's the most one you least expect. The quiet one. The one that do be squabbling, but this time he ain't finna take that loss. It just go like that. But second, for Lush to say something about Brick Baby, yeah, I got more skulls than you got squabbles. Would you have said that statement if Brick Baby was at that table? Abso-freaking-lutely not, because you already got your ass whooped by Suspect. So shut your bitch ass up. You see, this is just diabolical coonery. I knew somebody else was gonna come up on No Jumper. I just didn't know who. And know who he is Aunt Jefe. Don't matter but what the check say. The man told you. The man told you. It don't matter but what the check say. Come on, man. You ain't even gotta read between the lines. They telling on themselves. Look, they tell on themselves so much. Whack was like, friend. Say less.
Against you in court. You get what I'm saying?
So that's the feds play games like that. Now, it's really what they can prove. So, like, let's just say, like, Loose Cannon, for instance, bam.
Just said his
He got
name.
2 episodes. I don't know if it was the same episode, but he was up there with you. One clip, he say that Big U called him or FaceTimed him and told him that Nip, you know what I'm saying, just passed. He said he hang up with him, call Nip. That ain't true. Now, we know that's cap.
We know that's cap.
That's cap. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's some...
Oh, so now we know that's cap. So why did you bring the bitch nigga to No Jumper to tell that fucking lie? What was the point of saying he got a call from Nipsey before he died? What kind of bitch ass clout ass shit you on? That's what I said. He only got Aunt Jefe up there because Aunt Jefe is beefing with Deuce M's. I showed y'all the video. Look at my playlist. I tell you, him and Deuce M's is beefing. Just call him Mushmouth. Teeth like this, throwing up all type of signs. That nigga look like a motherfucking down and Fraggle Rock mouth ass nigga. You feel me? But same time for the jokes. The Crater Face. He's a cold nigga there. Sheesh. This nigga is so worried about his image. Anybody that's willing to go to war with somebody talking about him, like if I was just to wake up in the morning and start talking highly about Whack and trying to smash every fuck you bitch, because this is what and Jefe got uploaded. Check him out. He called them bitches, busters, all type of words I ain't used in a long time. He's saying it to him on a platform. In total, I'm in the hood, showed him picture of his homies, where he at, all that. And then he put that nigga out there talking about Deuce M's live in Wisconsin. But he didn't say Wisconsin. He said Wisconsin. He don't know. He from the hood. And he got a platform. God bless him. But the nigga's on Fed Depot. And I can't fuck with him. So with that being said, I'm gonna play a little bit more. But keep following me. Because I'm gonna go live back to back to back. I'm gonna try to make sure ain't none of these over 15 minutes. So if I clock in, I'm gonna clock back out and I'm clock back in. Facts. Follow me. I'm going somewhere. These niggas is fraud.
Cap, that's cap. Now, being that we know that's cap, unless somebody mad, but that ain't nothing like somebody could use against you in the
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
But the other clip with the robbery, that's gonna get him in trouble because allegedly that really did happen and he got on live camera and said something about that robbery and the feds was actually investigating and talking to the confidential informant and basically what Loose Cannon said down there word for word is the same thing.
So here goes the thing, and I thought about this right the other day. You tell me this made a difference because you sat in them fair courts before. If the victim told the police this prior to, and then Luz comes on here after the fact, not knowing, and says it, and then he stamps it.
He's corroborating it.
But what if the feds heard Luz Cannon say it and then go to him and say that this happened, and then now he makes a statement on it after Luz Cannon says it?
No, but the feds, like in the paperwork, if you read it, big paperwork, the feds is saying that they know this to be true because
still trying to hide
was
Loose
already
Cannon.
working with him. They was already telling him that he's been extorted and they robbed him and all that money went to one of Big U residents.
So why is it even necessary for there to be that additional corroboration and saying it again if they already know?
No, what I'm saying is, what if he get a statement after Luz Cannon came on here? Is it still credible? Like if he did it before Luz Cannon come saying,
why is you trying to make a skateway?
Played out in the paper. So I'm gonna tell you like this:
paperwork said it was already
in the feds. In that courtroom, everything goes, and you can't do nothing about it but fight them. Like in certain instances, having a paid lawyer, that shit don't even matter if they got you, right?
Yeah.
So what I mean with that, like even in my case, I had a big ass case. I had the worst charge. People be talking about the RICO. The RICO is not really nothing. I've seen somebody do 6 months off of RICO. The worst charge you can have is a CCE, continuing a criminal enterprise. You feel me? That shit was on my case. So I seen people.
That's an L1.
Man, that's automatically like life, but like only 3% of people get like found guilty for that shit.
Okay.
You feel me? So I've seen people on conspiracy, all type of shit is allowed, lies and all that. It'd be a motherfucker coming in court that you never seen. Oh yeah, he served me some pills or did this. So how it's laid out from what we see, it didn't happen like that. Allegedly that, you know what I'm saying, all this came afterward. It's lined up as if old boy was being extorted allegedly, got at the police, told them this what was going on. They was investigating unbeknownst to anybody, and then Loose Cannon came on camera and said what he said.
Perfect place to stop. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to keep going live, and I'm going to make them close to 15 minutes. One thing for sure, and two things for certain. This nigga Whack is trying to cover Loose Cannon drug. What if he said it after? Nigga, the motherfucking police was already investigating. The nigga got robbed already. What you mean he said it after? What if he said it after? Nigga, if you get robbed, citizens call the goddamn police. So why the fuck would they make a statement after watching Loose Cannon? They don't even know this nigga on there. And if they did, what a hell of a coincidence. But the feds don't play like that. Dummy. Whack is still trying to spin the narrative. He wants everybody in their mind to have reasonable doubt. He is a great lying ass lawyer. And you know what lawyers do? Lie their fucking ass off. Why? Because they get paid to do it. That's why the DA, they hate when you got a real paid upscale lawyer. They know he knows how to run a narrative, but they'll never admit it. I had narratives in there. What if? Got caught with all type of drugs and everything. Drop that bitch. Why? Because he spun the narrative. So, like I said, I'm gonna make these close to 15 minutes, and I'm gonna go live back to back to back because this shit is 2 hours long. So if you're keeping up with me and you like my energy, you like my vibes, Say Less Moments TV. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm finna upload, and I'm back in the kitchen. These niggas some motherfucking hoes. Flying ass bitches.